everything changes.
Hey, happy New Year's Eve, everybody. 2019, 2020. It's December 31st. Thank you guys for joining me here on the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. In this quick little video, I want to tell you guys the 3 biggest positives and 3 biggest takeaway negatives from this year. I think it's important that you look back at your year at the end of the year and look at what you learned, what you got from it, what the biggest pluses and minuses were. And so that's what I want to do with you guys right now. So I want to start with the negatives, and then we'll roll into the positives. We'll end on a good note, right? So the negatives, the first negative for me is about myself, and it's that I know I left a lot of money on the table by slacking and not getting done as much work as I probably should have. And excuse the video a little bit for the traffic. If you guys don't know, we back up to a major road. We love this house and this location and everything, but it backs up to a major road. So with that said, one of the goals for next year is moving. But yeah, I left a lot of money, a lot of things on the table that I could have got done and things I should have been doing that I look back at and I'm like, man, how much more money could I have made? How much more success could I have had if I had just put in the extra X doing X? So looking back and seeing the things that I didn't finish and didn't accomplish that I wanted to is kind of a big deal for me, and it's a negative that eats at me all the time. So that's number 1. All right, so negative number 2 is the community in general. I've seen so much negativity over this year, and some people may say that I had some negativity, and I don't think that's accurate. I think I responded to negativity in the community and negative things that I've seen, and I think that when I see things that are not helpful or that I sense are not being honest or transparent, then I call them out. And some people may call that negativity, but I call that facts and honesty. So the level of negativity that I see in this community and from other people and things about, like how I run my business or how I make my money or what I do or when I do it, it's kind of disappointing. It's kind of sad to see that sort of thing, that there's a lot of people that doubt a lot of things, a lot of people that try to give bad information either on purpose, they're trolling, perhaps they just don't know what they're talking about and they're uneducated, or they're just trying to deceive people, which I do see quite often. So that's a little something that I hope changes for the better in 2020, and there's less of that. The third thing that I see, and this is for all of you guys, so I've given one for myself and one for the community as a whole, and now I want to give one targeting you guys directly, is I see a lot of people who are not living up to their potential. Just like I didn't live up to all of mine. I did well, and I'm happy with what I did, which I'll talk about in the positive side. But I see a lot of you that could be doing more than you're doing. And for one reason or another, you're not. Either you don't know how to do certain things, you know how to do them and you're just not doing them, be it laziness or time management or busy life or kids or family or whatever the reason or the excuse or both are. There are a lot of you that have so much potential. You're so smart and you're so driven, but you just aren't getting it done. So I see that in the community a lot, that you guys just not living up to what you're capable of doing. And it makes me sad as a negative, because I know that those emails I get from you wanting to do 4, 5, 6, 7,000 a month is possible, and you're just not doing it month after month. I try to give you guys the tools and give you everything that you need to reach those goals, but some people just aren't doing it. They're just not making it happen. So that's kind of my third negative that I've taken from this year, is that there's a lot of people that have a lot of potential that just don't live up to it. So those are my 3 negatives. But let's end on a good note, on a positive note. What 3 positives have I taken from this year? And so it's great. So one is I grew my business. Years ago I did cell phone reselling, and my gross numbers were big. They were huge, big numbers. The profits were small, 10, 20% profits. I still did a lot of money, but outside of those years, this year, as far as reselling, thrifting, YouTube, the whole shebang together, one of my better years, not my best, but one of my best years. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with where I've grown things in certain categories and certain platforms, and Instagrams and YouTube and things like that. Amazon still steady. Some of the changes have hurt Amazon, so that's kind of over on the negative side. But there's still room for improvement. So number one is that my business has grown and it's done things that I've wanted it to do, and I've reached goals that I wanted to reach. Number two positive thing that I've taken from this year is that I was able to help a lot of you. On the negative side, I said that there's a lot of you not living up to the potential, but there's a lot of you that did. And it's a really good feeling to know that I've seen many of you reach goals and hit numbers that you wanted to hit, and that I somehow played just a small part of that is a really good feeling. So number two is just hearing about the success stories from you guys. And please, by all means, keep telling me those success stories. Email them, comment them below. Tell me about what you took positive and negative out of this year. It's awesome, right? And then the third thing that I see as a positive is that the potential and growth overall, not just from myself, because I see a ton of different angles and platforms and mediums and sales and money that is out there to be earned, for myself. And I've set big goals for this year, but also for everyone else. There's so many opportunities, and a lot of people, this is part of the negative I see in the community, that people think that reselling is dead or the things are changing, and things do change, and certain things will die and certain things will grow from that. The old adapt and survive, or don't adapt and get eaten, comes into play. And when one door closes, another one opens, or kick the door down. There's a lot of opportunity in this business going forward in 2020. So anybody that tells you it's a lost cause or a waste or it's dead is completely full of nonsense. And that's that negativity you have to just push to the side, because there's so many opportunities and plenty of things you can do to make money in 2020. Across reselling, across social media, across wholesale, across Poshmark, across eBay, Amazon, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, there's so many opportunities. So affiliate marketing is a huge opportunity. I've seen so many Instagrammers I've met and talked to and learned from this year making 6 figures plus simply on Instagram, with no eBay, no Amazon, no Poshmark, no YouTube, none of it, just no courses, no anything, just simply put, they sell on Instagram and they make that much money. So it's doable. There's too many opportunities for somebody to say that this market is dead. Okay, so that's that potential is the third positive that I really love. With that said, I want you guys to comment down below. What did you take positive from this year? What did you take negative from this year? What do you want to fix? Maybe it's none, maybe it's everything. Just put it down in the comments. I'm interested to see and hear your guys' point of view on this and what your year went like. So I'm going to love reading those. And as always, if you need any help, questions, comments, concerns, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. And until tomorrow, through New Year's Day as promised, my $20 and $20.20 package, my 2020 is below. It's linked. It includes everything I've done for the entire 2019 year. If you think you have that potential and you want to learn how to expand and grow on these platforms, social media, do your own accounting, learn new sales platforms and marketing and YouTube and webinars and affiliates and all this stuff, it's $20.20, and you're going to get a full year also included in the private group to network and learn from other people that are doing exactly what I do and exactly what all of the rest of our successful people are doing. It'll be linked below. I appreciate it. And make sure you get that before tomorrow, before I put it back up. $20.20. And I'll see you guys the next time in 2020, January 1st, tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Be safe, everyone. If you go out, get home okay. Call a cab, call an Uber, call a friend. And I'll see you guys next year.